is Ann with cnsave.com, back for another weekly eBay and Amazon sales update. It is Saturday, May 21st, and I just accepted a best offer for this little canister. I believe it's a tea caddy, or ginger jar, some people call it. This is from Ainsley, England, Pembroke design. I can't remember where I got this. Fill a bag? I don't know. I know I didn't pay more than $1 for it, and I accepted a best offer of $20. And it is light enough to go via first class, so I'm going to put it in a little box. And as always, buyer paid shipping. It is Monday, and I have been injured. I fell last night. I'm always worried about my dad falling. And then I was the one to take a tumble. We have these makeshift stairs leading into, well, it's a step leading into the house or the garage from the outside. And I took the dogs out, and one of the boards has been loose, and we gotta fix that, it's loose. Well, stepped on the loose part, and it kind of flipped me like a teeter-totter, and I went forward, and my hand jammed into the door, so I sprained 2 fingers. It jammed my shoulder, so I have a big huge knot on my shoulder. So I really can't do much with my left side, which makes typing difficult. So I've only been able to update my blog a little bit, and yeah, very difficult. But at least it was me who fell and not my dad, because if he fell, something would have broken. So anyway, that's life. A couple eBay sales. This UPS mug sold for $8.99, and buyer paid shipping, of course, going in a priority mailbox. And this Disney clock that I got, along with all those Disney mugs, it was just on top. She didn't think to charge for this. Anyway, it sold for $14.99, and it is going via the global shipping program, which buyer paid shipping for, of course. Here's a look at my eBay pile that I'm working on. Before I fell last night, I actually did get quite a bunch of stuff listed. I've got pictures of this stuff, so this is all ready to list. That stuff is what I got listed. This is stuff that I got Friday, yesterday. I'm in a daze right now, let me just tell you. Some of it I got over this weekend, some of it's still from last weekend, still processing. What I do to make listing go faster is I pull out the easy stuff, like coffee mugs and things that are simple to list, like those hats, things new in package. And I get those done first. I pull them out, and then it gets whittled down to the stuff that's a little more difficult that I'm going to have to research more. And I brought some clothes up, so I want to get those up. Under that box there are boxes of books. There are boxes of books and CDs and cassette tapes in the living room, because yesterday on Sunday I went out and, again, before I fell, and I went to 2 sales. They were advertised as estate sales. They were just being run by the families. The one sale I walked up, and this was day 3 for both sales, and she just had a whole bookshelf of books, and I was finding a lot of college textbooks. I said, "Oh, how much for the book?" She's like, "Oh, I don't like $0.25." So I was looking at everything, and I was counting. I was like, "How about 20? Would you take 20 for all the books?" And she's like, "Oh, yes, sure." So I backed my car up, and I loaded all the books up into my trunk. That was awesome to get some other stuff there. Then I went to another sale where they had a bunch of CDs and books. CDs were all 50 cents, so I got almost all of them. She had cassettes, which were also 50 cents. I've learned that cassettes that have the barcodes can be good. The ones without the barcodes, I haven't had luck with. Now, you would think, oh, it doesn't have a barcode, so it's old, so it's more valuable. But like with books, which is usually the case. But for some reason, with the cassettes, just in my limited time doing it, and it could just be because the ones I found, but I found that the cassettes with the barcodes tend to be the ones that are valuable. If they don't have the barcodes, I don't have the luck with them. So they had cassettes and CDs and then books, and I spent like $17 there, again, on a huge box of stuff. So yesterday we processed a bunch, took them to the UPS store. Today, fortunately, my dad can carry things because I can't, and he helped me put another box together. And like I said, we still got those down there, and then stuff in the living room. So a lot to do for FBA as well. And Thanks to this, I'm a little behind now, but it'll heal. Just sore today more than anything. So anyway, that's my update of where I am. Oh, there's always something to do, isn't there? I just sold this little Peanuts figurine for $8.99. Buyer's paying shipping. It's going first class. I picked up a bunch of little Peanut stuff. It was like last fall maybe. And this was on half off day. It was only a quarter. So it had 2 left. I've sold all the others but 2. So I just marked the last 2 down just in an effort to move them. So, oh God, I found a new home. These are, let me see if I can pick it up with my bad hand. Danbury mint. They're not really worth much, obviously. Only got $8.99 for it, but since I got them cheap, nice string of sales from all of these little guys. So another very exciting Amazon FBA sale. Sold another one of these light bulbs that I got at a fill-a-bag sale. The one I sent in sold for $14.99. Yeah, look at the estate sales for these. Usually the estate sales I go to will just have a box of random new in the package light bulbs. And it's usually just the whole box for $1 or something, or maybe 25 cents each. And of course I go on half day, so I pay less than that. If they go on Amazon, great, but sometimes you can also just lot them together and sell them on eBay. Light bulbs are expensive, these new kind, but even the old ones, people like the old ones that they don't make anymore. So light bulbs, not very exciting, but they are cheap to find, easy to ship, and nice profit margin. It is now Wednesday. Slow. Just sold this Land's End bag. It is missing the shoulder strap, but those are easy to find. Had it the shoulder strap, I maybe would have been able to get a few bucks more out of it, but regardless, I sold it for $19.99. Buyer's paying shipping, gonna send it in a poly bag. And I got it at a Goodwill half off sale for $1.90, $1.95. They price things so strange. I don't know if the Goodwill I go to, they don't mark anything on the item. They just have signs up. So then when you get to the cash register, the cashiers have to remember. I know I've seen some videos where they actually barcode everything. I sure wish ours did that, but yeah, I think bags were $3.95, so it was half off of that. So yeah, 20 bucks, I'll take it, especially when things are this slow. Have a couple of Amazon FBA sales to show you. This Charleston Receipts. It is a cookbook, plastic comb binding that I got, I don't know, free to 25 cents. That's kind of my book range. I get them cheap. My copy sold for $10.99. And this is a great sale. This is an Irma Bombeck box set. It had 4 paperbacks in it. Pretty good condition. And my copy sold for $49.99. So you can see paperbacks start at $19.11. So it's a high value book. You can tell because most people sell the penny books. So it'd like say starting at a penny, but you can see from it starts at $19.11, 9 used offers, 1 collectible for $58.99. The condition of mine and the other offers, I was able to price mine and get 50 bucks for it. So pretty excited about that. That's 2 $50 book sales in the past week or so. So cool. It is now Friday and I had 2 sales overnight. First was this Eddie Bauer women's corduroy jacket that I got at Goodwill during a half off sale. Coats are $5.29 or $5.25, I think. So whatever half that is, $2.60, $2.70, whatever. Buyer paid shipping, of course. It's going to go in a flat rate envelope. And then this coffee mug that I just picked up last weekend, it is a cachet of a Boston Terrier. And this sold for $9.99. I would have priced it a little higher, except for the fact it does have spoon marks in it. But anyway, still a nice sale considering I got it for a quarter. Buyer paid shipping, and that is going to go in a priority box. Okay, I'm going to wrap up the video now because that's about the end of the eBay sales for the week. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm assuming it'll be slow. It's always slow. Is it just always slow now? Excuse my hair. I need to color. It's a hot mess. I need a cut. I look all red and I just look terrible. Just don't look at me. I want to talk about Amazon FBA for a minute. You guys, I am so depressed. I have had $200 in sales in the last 2 weeks, which isn't anything great, you know, considering how much inventory I have in there. But most of it's long tail. It's going to take a while to sell, and that's fine. But I did have two $50 books sell. But right now, my payout for the last 2 weeks is $45. So $150 in fees. And I think what one problem is that I've been shipping to one warehouse so that every item I send in is getting, you know, there's a fee with it for it to get sent elsewhere. I think that is the problem. I was doing that so I would just have to send one box and not divide everything up. I thought I was saving money that way, not having to have all the shipping. But now I feel like maybe I should try to break it up into multiple warehouses. I don't know. I'm just so discouraged. I was having like a really great time, and then every time I would go on and check, it would go down, down, down. Last night it was 70. I just turned it on. It's 45. I'm like, oh my gosh, just eating everything I have. I untaped my fingers today, but it's still sprained. Should I even show you my shoulder? Oh, let me see if I can show you. It's gross if you don't like bruises and stuff. Yeah, it won't grow shame anymore. That was my fall. Still hard to type, but if I do it, like if I have my hand straight and I kind of can type with these fingers and not the ring finger. So I don't know. Let me know. Am I making a mistake sending to one warehouse? I feel like that's eating up so much money. I guess I'll try another shipment and see how it breaks the stuff up. But it is so difficult. I mean, I'm just so frustrated. I'm so discouraged because I thought, okay, finally, I've like turned the corner. We're making some money now. And then you check and it's like, 75% of my sales is going to fees. So anyway, I got to try to figure that out. Yeah. So anyway, it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to spend the weekend hopefully catching up on eBay, letting my hand and my shoulder heal. I also have a bruise on my knee. Anyway, if you guys like these sales update videos, thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Leave me any advice about FBA, about how I can reduce these fees. I'm labeling my own stuff. You know, the shipping is cheap to send stuff in, but my gosh, 75% of my sales going to fees, that can't be right. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ponder that for a while, see what I can do, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. This video will go up after Memorial Day weekend, so I hope you had a great weekend. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. I'll wave with this finger. Bye.